pretty cool, pretty cool. Doing stuff, pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Doing stuff, pretty cool.
You guys, you know what's really pretty cool is the fact that we have our own beer pong table.
We do.
It's great.
If you don't if you just listen to this, but you would like to see it in person, it goes on our YouTube channel. Mason went out and bought a collapsible beer pong table with our logo across it.
Of course I did. I didn't have to go buy it. I just had it. So.
Oh, you already
yeah,
own this?
This is just. I keep this kind of stuff around the house.
What else do you have at your house? Jesus.
Well, I have a. Oh, I didn't even bring it. I have a frisbee, an official Whammo frisbee, with our logo on it now.
Was it like if you buy this now, we'll throw in a Whammo with your design?
No, after I mocked this
whole different website.
No, after I mocked this up, it just showed me all of the things I could put our logo on. I was just like
Vistaprint.
yeah.
Are you sure you
basically? But I was
out?
in the sporting goods category. I was like, oh, we need this and we need this. Mike, I almost got you a hockey puck.
I was gonna say, what else? What were the other things you didn't get that you wanted to get?
Well, since we started our tiny pong league, they have ping pong paddles that you can put logos on the face of. So we need to have.
That's pretty awesome.
And then you can get ping pong balls with our logo on them too.
What?
Yeah, we could
can
have a
do
whole
that?
Pork Tornadoes ping pong set.
America, what a wonderful time to be alive.
It is a wonderful time to be
The
alive.
future is now.
We are hanging out at the Hard Rock Casino in Sioux City. Corey, I want to know your thoughts about this place.
It's great. You know, it has a distinct look of chains and spikes in the anthem room here. I bet Hinder has played here.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Guaranteed.
How many metal bands do you think have sacrificed something in this room?
At least 10.
Okay.
At least.
Is that a thing? I don't see.
No, they do it, yeah.
I've never actually been
Those
to a
that
metal
know,
band.
Jerry.
No.
Those that know,
No, they do.
Well, sorry. Okay, I guess everyone now you know.
If you
I'm
don't
not
think
that
metal bands do
metal.
that, they do.
Everyone's actually played in a
They
metal
do.
band here, I think, except
Jerry. Jerry's not been in a metal band.
Like what?
Jerry, you'd look so weird.
I've never been in a metal band.
Well,
What?
wait.
I've always wanted to.
Why would I look weird in a metal band?
Because you're so happy.
Oh, okay.
You got to be really
Yeah, you
sad
can't get to
be
the
in a metal
chorus of
band.
a song in a metal song and go, sing to the crowd.
The moons of Jupiter crashing down.
Die.
Sing!
Just change it. Same strategy.
Somehow you start a whole genre of metal called glissando metal.
Joy
where
metal.
it's like, sing.
Or you take metal songs and you do lounge versions of them.
That's not metal.
It's been done.
Fine. Whatever.
Jerry, also, if you're in a metal band, you can't actually face the crowd. You have to put your back to the crowd the whole show.
No, that's Tool.
Every band I was great.
And that's a band and a genre.
So you set
Maybe-
your drum kit up completely backwards?
Oh, no.
Performers now must have a body cavity.
Oh, great.
Say that in the microphone, please.
Every performer must have a body cavity surge prior to performance.
Well, it's
Now
my,
it's in my contract that mine is supposed to be aggressive, right?
mine's,
I'm getting to that part.
and mine's last.
I paid extra for aggressive.
If not, Missy says there will be excessive force used. And the bad news is
Oh,
we're
boy.
on a budget, so I only got one glove, brother.
That's fine.
I'm first.
I'll go last.
No, I'm first.
Wait.
All right, I'll be waiting back.
All right, man. Let us finish this podcast.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Wait,
So that's
oh.
Troy. That's Troy.
That's what you get with these video podcasts. You get an exclusive look backstage of what actually happens before our shows.
People think it's all glamour. The security guard, who, by the way, is like 7 foot tall and full of muscles, came over with one glove and said we had a full body cavity
Is
search.
that you
He
that
had
said
beer cans
I'm
for
last?
fingers.
No, I said I'm first. Mason said he was last.
You see the mitts on that
boy.
guy?
Mason wants our poop in his butt.
his hands were the size.
No one said that.
You, by saying you're last, you did.
Well,
Let's can the poop conversation, okay?
All right, so we are at
this is the
That'll be
highbrow
deleted.
podcast now. We have a table.
This is tables.
We are at the Hard Rock in Sioux City. We're about to play. Our last show was 3 weeks ago. We were in Spencer at the Northwest Beerfest. I had a really good time at that.
I had
I
a
did
great
too.
time as well.
I did too.
It was a smaller crowd in the sense of, like, you know, there were maybe 300 people up to the front, and then a lot of people standing in the back. But they were ready to go.
They're like,
Yeah,
man,
ready
these
to
tasty
go.
beers are great.
They
Now I'm gonna
understood the
rage."
assignment.
They
Yeah,
did.
They were ready to go.
Northwest Iowa has always treated us well. That was our first time back in Spencer.
And that staff, they were super helpful, super nice, did everything, with kindness and were as helpful as they could be. And that, they were just good human beings and were excellent.
Obviously, they weren't in a metal band.
They were not in a metal band. They were
No, you can't be polite and be in a metal band.
they were like joy metal, the new genre I will invent.
Jerry's Joy Metal. I forgot to tell you a story about Spencer. though.
Everything's going right in my life here.
Yell if you love your grandma.
My power's never been turned off.
Jerry, before I tell my story about Spencer, what do you think gets a louder applause when you say, "Everybody scream if you love your grandma," or your cat? I think cat gets a little louder one.
I don't know. Because I feel like in the moment, I try to choose what I think is going to be the best one in that moment.
What are your measures for deciding?
Good call.
Deciding, I feel like if it feels like warm and fuzzy and cozy to me, then I say grandma. But
So-
if it feels like we still have a connection that needs to be made together, then I'll say cat.
So, the
your
grandma is like the
icebreaker?
low-hanging fruit because it's like everyone loves their grandma, basically, except like 5 people that are in metal bands.
I don't know. It feels like
They
I don't
still
know.
love their grandma.
I guess
Maybe.
I'm still kind of figuring it out, but I guess I feel like if
Okay.
I feel like we're crushing it already and we don't really need any help, I'll say grandma. But if I feel like maybe I have some emotional connection to make with the crowd still,
Okay.
like we have not reached the pinnacle, then I'll say cat.
I suppose to yell out something about a cat makes the assumption that you have a cat, which makes you very vulnerable because that can go either way. Like they might hate you because you like cats,
True.
but they also may love you.
So you're feeling more feisty.
You're
if
making
you
an
say cat.
emotional I'm gonna jump off this. I'm gonna trust fall onto you people.
Trust fall.
Do you love
Grandma's
your
easy.
cat? And if they yell back yes, then we can move forward.
I very much like dogs and cats.
yeah,
Of course, they're both great.
I like both.
in weird ways. They both have unique
Oh,
ways.
wait, remember that one time I said make some noise if you make some noise if your dog is the best boy. And no one said I felt like that one crashed and burned.
It's a weird phrasing
that's
of that.
because you have cats and you're biased.
They knew, you guys saw through it. They were like, he doesn't have a
He
dog.
doesn't have a
Yeah.
best boy.
Yeah.
He's petted a
He
dog.
doesn't know what he's saying.
His family's own dogs. I'll give you credit.
Yeah, I've owned dogs in the past. I have
It's
been
like
a dog
the,
owner.
It's like the stolen honor of pet owners.
I've owned a dog.
You don't have a dog.
I just don't have one right now.
I would like one.
It's normal.
Jerry's cat actually is really a lamb.
He is like a lamb. His name is Benicio Del Gato. Well, actually, you're going to have to dig a little deep on our Facebook, but there was a time.
Fur Baby Friday.
Yeah, where Mike
when we
did-
had no shows and I had to come up with content.
Mike was just like.
He just shared pictures of
Fur
her
Baby
cat.
Friday.
It was like some of the most spectacular content moments I've ever seen. Mike would just we would get on a conference call together and be like, Mike would be like, okay, guys, here's my plan. And it was just the most outrageous fucking shit that I have heard.
It's very
ever.
impressive.
Yeah.
I don't know how you keep
Well,
thinking of stuff.
Yeah.
I had to follow it up. I'd be like, okay, guys, I'm going to do 2 posts a day. So in the morning, I'm going to tell everyone that the next show has been canceled. We haven't played in 400 days. But then I'm going to follow it up with, here's a picture of our cats.
Here's a cat.
It's great balance.
You let them stew on it all day, but then cheer them up in the afternoon with adorable pictures.
It's like joyful metal, you know?
It is a
Joy
lot like
metal.
that.
Is
Joy
that the
metal.
band name or the genre or both?
It's got, well,
Just the genre.
Okay.
and if
Yeah.
you do that, if you do joyful metal for a name, you actually can't read the logo. Because if you properly make a metal logo, you can't actually
Yeah,
read
it's
it. It's
supposed
just
to-
squiggly
it's supposed
lines.
to
Does
look
that say
like-
Lucifer's blood? I
No,
can't.
that says joy metal.
Joy metal.
Oh, I thought that said Moons of Saturn.
My first metal band's name was Scalpel. It leaned towards the goth side.
Okay.
Interestingly,
His logo was in Comic Sans.
Wait, really?
I wish it was.
The
No,
most metal thing of all.
we did make T-shirts, and I'll have to have Mike insert a picture of it. But it was like a 15th century child with a doily on his head and was crying, and I'm not even kidding.
This conveys
It
the
was
emotion
very
of our
stupid.
album.
Yeah.
It sounds awesome.
I
I like
If
it.
you're into that thing,
I want to see it.
I want to ask you a question, Corey. Like, you have very actually we all have very supportive parents.
experiments.
But
Permits.
when
Very
me and you were both in our phases of our metal band stuff, were they still very supportive of your?
Absolutely, strangely enough, because it
Wait.
was super weird.
But I remember, didn't you say that your dad once? You go, how was the show? And he goes, it was loud.
Yeah.
No.
Who said that?
That was me.
Oh, that was your
That
dad.
was me. The first show that my dad saw me play with Town Crier. I asked him what he thought of it, and he goes, "There's a lot of sound."
Dad.
Thank you, Dad.
Many
Dad.
times, like, my dad would take me to, like, the army base that the show was going to be on, and there was, like, 19 metal bands there, and it was like, headlined by Scalpel. Everybody else in the band was, like, 22, and I was, like, 16. Barely had my driver's license. So I'm like, Dad, can you take me? I'm scared of all these weird people.
And you played electric too, right?
Yeah.
There's
You had
a famous.
You had an Ingve Malmsteen
That's
strap.
super badass,
Yeah,
though.
and I had a Fernandez Sustainer.
Hell yeah.
All kinds of crazy shit.
I remember I think it was our last weekend we ever did the captain's thing in Okoboji when we're like, this is the last one for us. And the reason I know it was the last one is because instead of going to the bars on Saturday, we just went into the club and kind of fixed our gear and just sat around in the air conditioning. But Corey got on an electric guitar and started shredding Master of Puppets. And Mark Richter Gov was like, excuse me, what? This is awesome.
Yep.
No, but there was a funny story. We got to run into one of our original techs, Suspense, up in Spencer. Spencer and
the El
Spencer.
Camino.
Suspense, man.
And he told me a funny story afterwards. He
Good
said
boy.
he was standing in the front row, and some lady came up to him. And she's like, they're pretty good, right? And he goes, yeah, they're pretty good. I know them. I used to work for them. She goes, can I ask you a question? He goes, sure thing. She goes, what are those things around the cymbals? And he's like, oh, it's for sound. It keeps sound out of it. She goes, so it's not for COVID?
oh my God.
She legitimately thought
those are COVID shields.
he
on your
goes,
drums.
yeah, that I'm protecting you guys from me spitting out COVID from just
Yes.
where my cymbals
Because
are.
you only cough in the direction of your cymbals.
I thought that was
Everyone
weird.
knows that.
I thought that was super weird, but that was fun. Spencer was great. We're going to be back in the Northwest Iowa area on August 20th at the new green space. Have you seen the photos of that?
Doesn't look like a gas station anymore.
Oh man,
It
it's
doesn't
amazing.
look like a gas station that's about to fall down anymore.
So
Yeah, no, it looks fantastic.
it's going to be great. And then we got a couple more shows coming up. We're going to Pella, Iowa. We're playing the Pella Opera House on May 14th. Supposedly, that is the perfect time to visit Pella to see the tulips
And the Dutch letters.
and the
Should
Dutch
we
letters.
tiptoe through them? Through the tulips?
What does that mean?
Do you think the locals would
You don't know
they'll
the song
see you like
Tiptoe Through the Tulips?
Yeah, but what does that
through
mean?
The tulips, and they'd just be like, "That's so basic." I did that when I was 6.
Can we make our promo video for Pella's like someone going,
But it can
Do
be joy metal and like
Tiptoe through that tulip.
You guys realize that that's a song, right? Like, you know that's a song.
well,
yeah, but what does it
so
mean
good.
is what I'm asking.
It's probably some reference to LSD.
Yeah,
Cool.
probably.
Or Tiny Tim was just a crazy person. Which, if you've seen him, he might just be a crazy person.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Jared's voice got stuck.
Things are different.
I'm
It's gonna
looking
be a
for
weird show.
I'm looking forward to that Pella show though, because it's like an old opera house. A lot of these small town like small towns have old theaters and opera houses that they're starting to revive and put shows in there, and I think it's a fundraiser type thing for the area.
Why do you think that is though? Like, why now? Like,
I don't know.
why
Is
now?
it because of COVID? Because there's so much people just want to do so many awesome things now, and we want to live our lives. And is
Just
that what
live
it
it?
is?
Just live
it.
it.
Just wanna-
Fucking live
just
it.
wanna
Just
live it.
live it.
God damn it.
Hashtag live it.
Live it, guys.
Hashtag.
We gotta start making red bubble T-shirts of the dumb shit that we all say.
Okay.
Like we need a Mike
All
Schulte
right, what's
live
the
it.
first one? So
Mike
we need
Schulte live it T-shirt
Mike
for
Schulte
sure.
live it.
Actually, the old classic T-shirt that says "Being friends is easy." It might have to change to "Living it."
Living it
Yeah.
is easy.
Can you
No,
just
no,
scratch
no.
it?
Wait, whoa. We gotta make sure we don't run into Stackhouse.
Scratch it out.
Oh, wait, what's their logo?
You gotta love living, baby.
So that's a little different. I just say you gotta live it.
Okay.
I don't say you gotta love it. You just gotta live it.
Live it.
Type it in. Type it in. It's on
Fucking
there
Did you
somewhere.
type it in? Did you type
Actually,
it in?
that is
Well,
the
that's one
beauty
of
of
my-
Redbubble is
So
we can
that's
just
what-
make
yeah,
one.
That's one of my favorite things about that is like all the dumb ideas we have for merch can go on that website. Which, Mike, where do you have to go to get those things?
I've been to it.
Redbubble?
Well,
How do you get
what
there?
I would do is I would just go to
What's the easiest
porktornadoes.com
way to
because
get
then
there?
it'll
Okay.
somehow get you there.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? Like,
Is there a
you're-
link on
it's
porktornadoes.com
like-
to our Redbubble page?
Yeah. We got a link tree. You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? I'd like to talk to some marketing people out there because I just. How'd you know that was the right one?
Because I'm awesome.
Can we put that on a shirt somehow?
Are those the Vine sounds?
Yeah.
This is the Vine sound.
Yep.
This is Jerry at the Paramount Theater before Shake It Off starts.
Nice.
It kind of sounds like the Joker.
Yep.
But do you hear how long he goes? Listen.
Oh, emphysema.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that you quit smoking.
Yes,
It was your
exactly.
smoking days.
God,
Oh, boy.
I miss cigarettes every single
I
day.
know.
love
Do you
it so
really?
much. Oh,
Me
every
too.
day.
Oh.
Every
There's
minute of
kids
every
that
day.
watch this.
Kids, don't ever start smoking.
Yeah, don't. It's the worst.
Nobody likes to smoke.
I'm 13 months as a non-smoker.
Really?
Yeah.
Congrats,
I'm
man.
almost 3
Thank you.
years.
Wow.
Brag about it.
Yeah.
Remember when we're like, me and Corey are like, hey, it's time to start the next set. Where is everybody? Oh, just Mason and Jerry out smoking.
Yep.
Not anymore.
Oh.
Just
Mason-
thinking about it. Just
Mason-
talking about it.
I know.
Mason smoking
Ah.
cigarettes, yelling over everyone else.
Well, I want to talk about this. There were other things involved.
How about this hard Mountain Dew?
Yeah, that's what it was. Hard Mountain Dew.
We got a couple cool announcements. We are officially going to,
really good.
you're going to hear it here first. We are officially partnering back up with
Partnering?
our buddies of Cedar Ridge.
We didn't
Cedar
even
Ridge
bring the
whiskey.
bottle out here. How
I know.
unprofessional are we?
Well, we'll do it later. We're joining forces again with Cedar Ridge Whiskey for their basically our supporting sponsor, the official whiskey of the Pork Tornadoes this all year long. We're trying to come up with some fun ideas. I forgot to do it, but I'll do it tomorrow when we got some downtime. We're going to come up with like a cheers during the show, and it's going to have all this cool like whiskey, yeah, pull of the weekend. It's going to be some cool.
That's a really good explanation.
Should I just-
Wow.
I'm glad that you just said it off the cuff rather than preparing what you're
If
going to
he's
say.
anything, he's a storyteller.
So-
okay.
So should I just take, I mean, this is on record. Should I just take that whole thing and just be like, yeah, whiskey, pull of the weekend?
I mean, at least should become one of the buttons right here
Yep.
for when we want to take a pull of whiskey during the podcast.
Everybody's like, you guys, we're sponsored by
There's a
Cedar Ridge
whiskey,
Whiskey. It's the pull of the weekend. Everybody down the hatch. Yeah, Cedar Ridge pull of the weekend.
There's going to be a thing.
You
where
didn't
some
talk
of us
like
will
that.
have cups.
I can affect
Your
it.
impression of yourself is horrible.
That's not what I sound like.
No.
Actually, what do I sound like? Give me an impression.
can't- I can't do it. Sounds a lot like that. It's like where'd Corey
You
go?
don't
And
sound
when
like
did that
that.
extra mic get here?
You don't sound like that.
What does he sound like then?
Come on, do it.
Worse than what any of us did.
Okay, let me try my best impression. Hey guys, I got an idea. We should like.
That's what you think you sound like?
Yeah.
If you have an answering machine, because I feel like that is the one
If
thing.
you have self-esteem as low as Mike,
Beat it,
find
nerd.
help.
I'm just saying.
Hey guys.
Like answering machine. Like remember hearing yourself on an answering machine? You're like, is that what I sound like? Is that what I sound like?
You listen to
Yeah,
messages?
only I was like, is that what I sound like?
But
Hell
fair
yeah.
enough.
As singers in bands, this is for Jerry and Mason. Like, how bad is it when you go into a recording studio and you get to hear your
Oh, I
vocals
hate
back?
it.
Is
I
it
hate
not
it.
good?
I absolutely hate it. Actually, the funny thing is like, my voice sounds better to me in my head. Like, I think I'm better in here, and then when I hear it back, I go, no, that's not what I sang. I didn't sound like that.
Ooh,
Isn't that weird?
that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Jerry, can you
So
explain the
imagine-
phenomenon?
Imagine how awesome I am in here.
So your there's obviously sound waves that are moving through your body. So as your vocal cords are making noise,
Sure.
right? Like
Science.
you're actually feeling that inside your body. So anything that's coming out of it will never sound. You'll never ever be able to hear back what you hear in here.
Right.
How do you tape it inside?
An internal microphone. It goes inside. No, sorry.
It starts in your butt.
It's
You got cable goes into your butt.
starts with a cavity search from Troy,
Gross.
and then he puts the microphone at a certain distance.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Well, before we wrap this up, a couple big show announcements. Cedar Falls, we announced the Cedar Basin Music Festival. This is going to be
Oh my
gigantic, huge. It's Pork Tornadoes, Matty Poppy, Not Quite Brothers,
Stable Days reunion.
Stable Days
Oh my
reunion,
God.
Heartache Tonight's an Eagles tribute. We're starting. we're starting like at this level, and every year we're going to continue to get bigger and better. It's great to work with these people. They are local. They are all about nonprofit. They are all about giving back to the community, and we're going to take this festival and just make it the coolest thing Cedar Falls has ever seen. So we need your help on that. We need you guys to all plan on June 24th, 25th. Don't cross the river is basically what I'm saying.
Don't cross the river.
Don't
Michael,
cross the
Don't
river.
cross the river.
Will they still have a stage 2 in
There's
the band
2
shell?
stages.
Red bubble T-shirt.
Don't
Write
cross
it
the
down.
river.
Don't cross the river.
Don't cross
Actually,
the
we're
river.
going to partner with Raygun, I think. Yeah.
Hey, well, we can't claim
Reagan?
that. We can't claim that
Reagan.
legally yet, but maybe.
We might have a cool
Maybe.
Raygun shirt.
Maybe Reagan.
Don't cross the river.
Pork tornadoes. Don't cross the river.
Don't cross the river. The second shirt, or on the back, it just says, "It's not over there."
No, it says, in the
But
front
it's
says,
over
I'm not crossing the river.
It's not over
Follow
there.
me.
It's over there.
It's over there.
No. Yes. No. Yes. But it's actually
Yes,
where
no,
the
yes.
it's actually here's the confusing part. Here's the confusing part about Cedar Basin is it is the new location that we will be at that you will see us at is called Sturgis Park. We are not Sturgis Falls. Okay.
That is a different event.
This is a different event
in a
Cedar-
different place.
Cedar
With
Basin.
way less cool exclusive T-shirts.
That's correct.
Okay,
That is
so
very correct.
so who was the cartographer that drew the map, though? Is the question.
Chris Carter.
I need to get to the bottom of that because that map was a piece of shit. I lived in Cedar Falls and didn't know where to go.
I lived there,
Shut
for like 10 years, and I still was kind of like, where's that? Where is that?
See? I feel vindicated.
Okay.
first
Okay.
of
Fine.
all.
Fine. Everything's
Mike,
fine.
wait, wait, wait,
Everything's
Did
great.
you guys
Wait,
have
that's
this
not your
conversation
map?
Well,
already?
we
No.
made 2 maps.
I never knew that. The map sucks.
There is
Why
a
do you use
second
Jerry's?
map. There
Well,
is a second
The,
map.
the
Mike
problem is
drew it. Mike drew it from memory.
don't cross the river. From which direction? I don't know. It's where the ice house is, you guys. It's where live to 9 happens every year. It's by Pablo's.
Here-ish, I know that like across the river is where we used to play.
So just the other
but
side of
don't
the
go
river.
over there. That place sucks.
How do you
Just-
write
gotta
turn
stay over
around?
here.
Wait, so this whole time I've thought the shitty map on the poster was even better than the previous
Well-
map because Jerry's like, well, my map skills are
Well,
excellent.
time out. It depends on what you're looking at because Jerry did make a really good map. However, it did end up on a few things. However, I accidentally Instagram shared the wrong one.
Damn, Mike.
Regardless, guys, there's 2 stages. There's insane bands. It's free. Tell all your friends. June 24th, 25th, Cedar Falls. That's our only Cedar Falls show probably forever
Mike knows where it is.
Not forever.
till the next year.
DM Mike to find out where it is.
I'll send you both maps.
Mike will add you
He'll
on
dro-
Find My Friends.
He'll drop you a pin on his shitty map.
Shut up. I think
Oh my God!
I remember where that is.
Just hundreds of people walking, and they're like, "Hey, what did Mike tell you?"
I just know
he
it's
said
not-
don't cross the river.
I just know it's not across the river.
No, hold on. I'll call him. No, I'll call him. And then your phone just like you're all that entire day, starting at 9 a.m. You're just answering calls. People are like, "Hey,
Well-
Mike, I think we're here, but are we here?"
Yes. Which side of the river you're on? I don't know. Which side of the river am I supposed to be on? I don't know.
I don't know.
South? I don't remember.
How do you hold your map? I don't know.
Hail, river!
So come to that. The other one we just announced was, hit that again, Corey. Do it one more time. This is the proper one.
That's what I meant to hear.
Got
So, and actually, I don't know where that came from. Where did Shut Up Michael come from?
I think a Vine, though.
Like,
Oh, it was.
probably just got picked
Shut
up
up,
a
Michael.
lot from him saying it.
Yeah, well, he does say it quite a lot. I probably recorded it at some point.
Yeah.
But we just announced July 30th, McGrath Amphitheater. We are down to do this again. Last year was so great.
Oh,
We
it's
made a
awesome.
few changes. The VIP pit is still in front, and there's only about 50 tickets left in the
Holy
VIP
cow.
pit.
How many tickets is that?
There's like 200 and something people in the VIP pit.
That's
so
amazing.
you get your private bar, you get front row access. Then we kept the chairs in the first tier. If you want the reserved seat, you know that you got
Wow.
one of the best seats in the house. But then
Tiers
we
like
took
sad?
away we took away the chairs and we added just a GIA pit. No, it's not.
I'm talking to Jerry, sorry.
We added a GA
conversation.
a GA pit basically in the back lawn where you guys can run around and do whatever you want. So tickets are on sale now. I regret to inform you we are already 30% sold, and it's only been about a week. So
Regret? That's not a regret.
well,
That's
it is.
awesome.
It's kind of a regret because if you haven't bought yet, like you.
Oh, That's on them.
you might want to get going.
That's
Get
on
in
them.
there. Get in there. Get your tickets, Cedar
Get
Rapids.
the tickets.
All right, we're in
Come-
big trouble, boys.
Come to our concert.
If you don't get the tickets, how am I supposed to come up with an exclusive T-shirt for that show?
Correct.
Mike, who is our support
After
for
a certain
that
amount
show?
of ticket sales, I will come up with an exclusive T-shirt.
And it'll be a map. We'll tell you where it's at.
I'll
just
draw it
go-
from memory since, you drew Cedar Falls and never have lived there.
I
I'll
downloaded
draw
a real
I'll
map.
draw Cedar Rapids.
This is just
I think you drew it with crayons.
Corey. On to your question. Our support is Adam Keith. Awesome dude.
Oh, God.
Great
Yes,
band.
What genre?
They do the country
Genre.
stuff.
We're
Genre.
playing with a
Genre.
lot of country-ish bands.
Actually, we're playing with a lot this summer,
We
and
are
I think it's
pl-
a
Oh,
great. I think it's a great fit.
We are actually
Yes.
opening for Breland National Country Rap
Don't tell anybody where
Star,
though.
but
Don't
you
tell
can't
them
come
where.
to the show
You can't come.
because
It's a private party.
Oh, that's a private one.
Yeah.
Yep, and it may or may not be somewhere near a river. You'll have to find out.
Breland called me and he's like, "Hey, I need Jerry's map. I can't find shit."
I'm super lost.
Our tour manager needs your map.
Google has it wrong. I need someone that drew this from memory that knows where it is.
I don't get the
But I
country
was
rap
like,
thing, but
This
he
show
seems
isn't
like a
for
nice guy.
months. Why are you needing directions right this second? Where are you?
Yeah.
I'm in Cedar Falls.
Don't ask so many questions, Jerry. I'm Breland.
But yeah, that's about it. I think those are the shows you need to know about. You go to porttornadoes.com. You get your tickets. You see where we need your help on the social medias. Like if you see stuff on social medias, hit the like button, share it. It's hard nowadays, So we appreciate it.
Sure.
We'll see you probably next time. I think.
Love
yeah.
you.
Should
Love you
we
all.
see you next time? Should we?
Yeah.
I'll draw you guys a map.
Drama map.